Alright, hey everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. And you can see Afton, Lauren, and Aaron carrying in a squeeze cage. This is just a cat move for Mr. Zukari. Zukari is going to be the second serval to join Alethea out in Outback, but they're flanking the ends. We'll fill in the middle as we can.
That's fun. So you're gonna go in the box for food, right?
He's less excited now.
That's the noise.
Yeah. Zukari was very good. He went right into lockout. Afton had zero trouble closing him in, but now we're to the scary, rattly part.
You got other devices here. I'll look at them next time. Oh, yummy. Fish. Everybody loves fish.
You got like a whole square open on your side.
Yeah, I do. That's... There's also that one.
Better go get those snacks, sir. So you guys know Alethea is on the very, very end by the enrichment barn.
There's more food in there.
But Zukari here is going to go actually closest to Kali, the end cage that Arya used to be in that has the huge tree stump.
Even like a little gentle nut.
Lauren, you're alright. Good job. Keep going. Oh, not a stick with food. You were very close. I was going to say, we're both one-handed here.
There's food in here.
Come on, bud. There you go. Treats.
Halfway. This your breakfast is in there. And you get a cool cage with a tree stump in it.
I've got a longer one I can
I did want to throw it a good thing here.
do. This one's a little longer and a lot heavier.
I just thought they grabbed the wooden one, but they grabbed that.
I can need boards for the clockhouse.
I got boards. We got boards. You want boards carrying salt?
Calling in reinforcements. So what we're going to do is slowly nudge him forward using 2x4s until he decides that it'd be much comfier to lay on that towel in that squeeze cage.
Why is this a thing you were so easy to convince? Didn't he just come out? Yes, he wasn't even.
Sir. This is why you guys are always told over and over again that they are not pets. If only they knew it was for a good thing and not a bad thing. Zukari actually came to us from a cattery where he was being used to breed pets. So there you go. So for anyone who watched the 3 lives from yesterday, hopefully nobody's too mad at me that I did not actually go live the entire time that Val's leg was being amputated, but we felt it was important that you guys knew what was going on, but didn't feel it necessary to put that kind of pressure on the doctors or... Here we thought Zukari was going to be our easy one today. There were multiple moves that we were thinking about accomplishing. I thought it was in better taste for everyone's part to not actually show the surgery, but Jamie and I were in the room the whole time and it went really, really well, and it was a big relief on such a big decision to see it unfold and know that Dr. Justin, you know, definitely made the right decision in the long run. If we had tried to repair it, we most likely still would have had to amputate it, so. But I was really thrilled that she ate last night. So I mentioned it during Hutch's popsicle enrichment for his 4-year anniversary yesterday. There we go. But lots of cats moving because all the Servals are going to Outback to have lake views and swimming pools. Several of the bobcats are moving down into this area, so as of right now the plan is that Moses and Bailey will be living here where Zukari is. That should be really helpful to Moses in his older age, and the fact that he's, you know, does have a foot that from time to time gives him trouble. It's just going to be easier to have him in something without all of those overhead tunnels. So that is also the other bonus, is that they will literally have a walking tunnel right over to Funcation, which they've never done because they do not allow us to put them in transports very often. So and then Gilligan just really has not been doing well since his move, and thankfully we have decided to move him back to his original enclosure. Eventually we will be moving Frankie elsewhere, and then Gilligan will have the entire access. So that'll be really exciting because then he'll have AC dens on both sides, and then Frankie's gonna move down here somewhere as well, so that he is also able to walk to Funcation. Zukari loaded up. Afton's gonna get the cage shut back up. I was like, where did my golf cart go? There it is. We're hoping, because it's basically up to, like, the way that we're moving the Servals out there is all about which cages are ready and which cats are going to be easiest to move. So we're doing things like making sure they have coolaroos and making sure they have toys that are appropriately their size, and planting new plants and adding ferns and adding all that kind of stuff that doesn't really matter when the tigers were out there because they just trample it. So we'll wait here. We'll follow them out there. Thank you guys for sharing this, for tagging each other, alerting friends and family that we are live. Only live so far today. I was told that Running Bear is doing really well in the hospital as far as eating, so we're just still keeping a very close eye on him. I don't know that I'll be filming every single cat move, but I've just been trying to verbally make sure you guys know exactly what's going on. So I have no idea if we'd be moving Gilligan next or Moses and Bailey next, or none of that's going to feel like super easy and done right away. I might have to be helping with some of those and not just filming, so. But you know, as soon as I can do a regular morning walkabout, I will recap the things that are happening. Leafy has been doing really well out there, so yeah, she'll be on the opposite end of Zukari, but then we'll be filling in Servals in the middle of them as we get cages completed. We've also been adding in new water bowls that are smaller and lower to the ground. All of those things take time, especially when we don't always have a million volunteers every day, or people that are able to stay for projects by the afternoon. We tend to always get a lot of, feeding and cleaning volunteers, but not always project stuff. And projects add up quick around here. Plus it's a lot on Jamie and Victor's plate as well, so we do what we can every single day. Most likely came out and is walking the enclosure that Zukari is going to go into, make sure everything is locked up and finished, to give him full access to it anyway. Thank you if there have been any donations, and especially thank you to everybody who donated yesterday for Val. I don't even know though between the three if we paid for the amount of surgery that she just had, but especially the aftercare meds. But it's such a relief to see that she's eating and that she was moving around. So, and that means she took her meds, because I'm the one that put her meds and her food in there last night. So we'll sit here for just a second and see exactly where they want to put him in at. She has to do all the perimeter checks, and she's looking up at tree lines. So what we had to do is move those smaller tree stump dens out here and put in coolaroos and toys, fresh straw, fresh sand. A lot has had to go into it, and then naturally it got up almost into the 90s, and then it dropped again back down into the 50s, and now it's like covered in leaves again. Just won't end. Have seen Duchess used to be here. Priya actually healed in this enclosure. Texas tigers have been in here. Miss Aria was the most recent. How's he doing?
He's mad and he pooped.
Oh, excellent. Good for you, buddy. Make us pay for what we're doing.
Yeah.
Make us pay for what we're doing, but it's a good thing. That's the thing. That's the thing we wish you guys understood. It's a much cooler thing than you think. So Zukari is going to have access to this whole backside here. Actually, while they're doing all the last minute things. So this is going to be Zukari's view. He is going to have this jungle gym of tree stumps, which should be interesting. Of course, sadly, Zukari doesn't have claws, so unfortunately he's not going to be able to claw that, but he can climb it. So he's got a cooleroo, his den, some toys. He'll have access to this really big platform here. He also will have access to that really big den with all those ferns up front. His feeding lockout and water bowl will be over there where Aaron is. He has that really big front platform. And then he does have a pool, which apparently they have turned off. But probably because it is super full of leaves. We gotta get that out of there. So it's a lot more wide open space. Less like small curvy tunnels and such. So Aaron's refilling water. Yeah, it's a pretty nice view. All those whistling ducks are out there. One of the chief ducks is out there. I know, he's out there with all of them. Cheese duck out there. He's like kingpin around here. He takes all the mallards and all of the whistling ducks to the rehab hospital now for treats. You'll like see him running from really far away. It's pretty sweet. Always love to look March 1st in our pretty hibiscus. You know, just looking at ducks and flowers and... You good? I guess she's good.
This was one of the last sections they did, and it looks like they didn't even rake it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. The pool actually looks real bad, and it's not running. Is it not running for a reason? It might not be running because of how many leaves are in the thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think we turned off the pump last week, but I thought Victor turned them back on.
Okay. Aw, Khalid. Khalid's getting a new neighbor. Khalid's getting a little new neighbor. A little new neighbor. Okay, so he's gonna come this direction.
Is there a big gap in the door? It looks like that side is, well, yes, that part. Just like width-wise is okay? I mean, it's like just at. Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, that looks good. The ones that are leaving are worse. We need an equipment for.
Alright. That was a lot easier than getting you here. So he'll do what all cats do when they go into a new enclosure. He's gonna run around. He's gonna try to see if there's a way to get out. He's gonna check the perimeter over and over till he learns his new territory. And then he'll settle in. And also the most important thing for him is gonna be, where do I get the food? Zuzu, what's happening? What'd you get? Did you get a new house? Whoa. I keep thinking he's gonna pop out from under it, but he just keeps running back that way. Alright. So if you guys joined in late or you don't know what's happening, we're moving all kinds of cats around. We moved Kali last week-ish, and then we have moved Alethea out to Outback. Now Zukari is in Outback. I know. He's like, oh, I'd be up here? Good job, sir.
Can the small cats go back together?
He's like, oh, there's a whole nother section up here.
Zukari, let's see.
And then we plan on moving Simba Tiger. We are planning on, when Jasmine comes home from vacation, she will be going to a different enclosure. So, you know, keeping everyone on their toes. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down this live because I don't know what the next plan is. I will try to come back live as we continue to move cats around. We're gonna all clear out and let Zukari adjust. His grooming buddy, Jordan, is over there, so. All right. Where are we going? What's happening? Oh, okay. All right, so don't even yell at me. All right, so it sounds like Afton might be heading over to try to get Bailey Bobcat. That's going to be definitely a triumph if that happens. I'm not going to be filming that, but if we get her, we might just be able to film moving her, or at least moving, once we move Moses, we can reunite them. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you for any and all donations today and yesterday for Val. If you've been missing any of our Facebook lives, they always post on Facebook. I share them to the public Big Cat Rescue page that I have on Facebook. They also go to dailybigcat.com. So thank you guys. We'll check back in with Zukari after he settles in a couple of days.